Well, today is the first warm and sunny weekend day that we've had in a long time. It's been about a month or maybe a little longer since I've had an opportunity to come out and see the bees in action on a warm, sunny day. Either I'm at work during those times, or when I do come out, it's right after rain and the sun is setting and the temperature is cooling. But today it's 63 degrees out right now. The bees are having a good time. Lots of activity. I see a lot of Queen Beatrice is on the right here. I see a lot of orientation flights going on. I also see pollen coming in both hives. Queen Anne on the left. Yesterday I came out and took a weight, and both hives are at the same weight, difference by about half a pound, but they're at 117 pounds now. Queen Anne on the left has lost quite a bit of weight, and Queen Beatrice on the right seemed to have gained weight. So I don't know if it's just a bee population thing. Queen Anne had previously quite a high population of bees. They've also had a problem with mites recently. I noticed that when I had taken some honey off a couple months ago, I found a mite. And, all hives have mites. It's just a matter of the, population of the mite count. Queen Anne's seem to have pretty high population of mites because over the past couple of weeks I've been coming out and looking at them. I've been seeing dead larvae at the hive entrance that they've been cleaning out. It looks like they've been pulling out the infested larvae and disposing of them. I've also been seeing quite a lot of yellow jacket activity out in the front. Now right now I see only one or two yellow jackets, and they're not trying to get into the hives, but yesterday I came out and watched, and I saw several yellow jackets. They'd start to enter Queen Beatrice here on the right and immediately be chased off. But then they'd go over and enter Queen Anne's hive without a problem. They just go right in. And then they'd come out a little bit later. But there was really no guarding going on, or very little guarding. So my one concern here is not so much the mites, but the population of each of the hives. Queen Beatrice, you can see much higher population now. A lot of activity out in front. While Queen Anne seems to be low on activity. Now I haven't been opening the hives up and breaking the cluster because the temperatures have been low and are going to get low again in the next week. So I'm trying to keep things closed up and just do external observations right now. I did take a peek. I would open the outer cover just to take a peek and make sure there's actually bees inside. And they seem, like they're up high in the boxes instead of down low. And that may be why the yellow jackets are getting in, because the cluster doesn't come all the way down to the bottom. So after noticing this behavior of yellow jackets entering Queen Anne's hive, I took a picture from under the bottom board. Since it's a screened bottom board, I was hoping to see up into the hive. I took a picture from underneath to see what I could see, and noticed that there's a lot of hive or debris underneath on the bottom board on Queen Anne. Looked like a lot of dead bees, which is to be expected. The summer bees are dying, and they had such a high population of summer bees that there's just going to be a huge die-off. But there were also a lot of white specks, looked like larvae. So they've been doing what I think is a good job of doing the mite control themselves without any kind of interference or treatment from me. Again, if you're not familiar with my blog and my methods, I am trying to keep things treatment free, and that means no chemicals and no treatments, not even a powder sugar shake or anything. I didn't bother with doing a mite count. I don't see the point because I'm not treating, so I don't really care what the count is. You can see there's a yellow jacket trying to go in right now, but this time being chased off. Anyway, I didn't bother doing a mite count, so I don't know exactly how high the population is. I can tell just by what I'm seeing on the larva that they're pulling out of the cells and the amount of larvae that I'm seeing, that it's a pretty high population of mites. But you know, they're alive and well. We'll see how well they do during the winter. Should be interesting. If they come out of it okay, then I'll be very happy, because then I'll have a good strong survivor stock here. They know how to deal with the mites themselves without my interference. On the other hand, if they die off, you know, it's going to be sad for me. I will be disappointed. But ultimately, I'd rather have a strong bee stock like Queen Beatrice here that knows how to deal with mites, instead of having a weaker genetic stock that doesn't know how.